So now we're ready to really talk about the important news. Biggie D, now that you're here, that was the warm-up. We're ready for the hottest news of the week. Now that you're here, we can cover the hottest news of the week. You ready to cover the hottest news?
Let's do it. Let's go.
Here we go. We're going to start throwing up this picture. Tell me about this picture, Biggie D. What is this I'm looking at?
This is Basic Fun. This is a toy company that makes, common toys for children. They're getting into the business to making home arcades, like 3/4 scale or even larger. They're going to make a XXL version, which is bigger than even the Pac-Man XL from arcade1Up. So these are going to have licensed artwork, licensed games. There's going to be multiple titles on each cabinet. You're also going to get
we're back.
Coin doors on the XXL, which is the Supreme. Like the premium features on the Supreme. They haven't said, I don't think, on controls yet exactly what those are going to be.
Hey, look, there's Biggie D's Arcade. Jeez, these are going to be must-buys.
Yeah.
There you are, Biggie D. Look at that. These are must-buys.
Showing this?
Look at they showing it. That's why I wanted Biggie D to announce it, because he knows all the facts. Tell us which games come with Centipede. We got Centipede, Tempest, Asteroids Deluxe. What is that? Probably
you got this
Crystal
from
Castles.
Game Face Everything stream.
Yep, I sure did. Lunar Lander, Gravatar. So there you go. You got this atrocity here. Look at that.
Looks just like the Arcade1Up, but they cut off the bottom.
It's like they chopped the Arcade1Up in half, huh?
It's the Arcade1Up counter
Did they just buy Arcade1Up?
They chopped it in half.
And it's got the spinner, but you know that's not going to be a very good one. You're going to have to replace that. And then there's a bunch of buttons. I don't know why it has, 5?
Why does it have all the buttons across the front like that? That's a weird setup for controls.
Okay. I got a question. Is Biggie D going to be shilling these?
Biggie D, you're going to be shilling these.
Shill them. I'm just going to judge them for what they are.
He's going to talk about them, I'm sure. We're all going to talk about them, right?
You don't have a relationship with Basic Fun. You were joking when you said these are going to be a must-buy.
No, they will be. I think they're going to be a must-buy. Think about how long it's been since we've had one of these.
It's a must-buy from Biggie D.
What, a year since we've gotten a new arcade this size, this kind of setup, and with a licensed and artwork and all that.
Okay, I just want to know where you stand. I think you just made it clear, so we're okay. We're good.
Thank
you, Biggie D.
So,
these are going to be hot ticket items come Christmas. You watch; these things are going to sell great. People are going to be excited. You're going to see a lot of live streams, unboxings. You're going to see a lot of reviews. This is going to be huge for YouTube, huge for the community, because this is we haven't had anything like this, like I said, in a year.
Oh, we've had it before.
Yeah.
But think about the excitement there was around the community a year ago.
How much died off?
I
sold.
Okay, we'll give everyone a quick little chance to talk. Biggie D, what do you think of the Basic Fun announcements, just in general? In general, what do you think of this?
I think it's really exciting news. I think it's great for the community. I think it's great for home arcade. Look for these to be anywhere from $200 for that countercade up to $600 for the Supreme. These are going to have multiple games, licensed artwork, licensed games list with a ton of really great classic arcade games. So just get ready, guys. It's coming.
It's coming. Let's go. It's let's go time. Okay, how about you, Steps Gaming? What do you think about these? I'll flash a few of them up while you're talking. What do you think about these cabinets?
I think that the Tempest looks like it's cut off from the original Arcade1Up. I think they look like an Arcade1Up, like with less features than what they had most recently. Atari, that Centipede looks just like the Centipede cab Arcade1Up did.
Yep.
To me, just look at
looks
the
like the exact same thing. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look any different. The WrestleFest is a new license we haven't seen. We have yet to see if they get all the wrestlers. What's going to happen if they aren't able to sign?
She's talking about this
Demolition,
right
I think, is in that game. What if they can't get Demolition, or what if they can't get Big Boss Man?
What are they already confirmed? They have all the fighters.
They signed every single one.
Yes.
Oh, that's good news. I'm happy about that. Then
that's a big accomplishment, right?
Yeah, it is.
one would think that was because remember John D said we will never ever be able to get WrestleFest. That would be impossible there.
I
That
don't
would
know
be
if I
impossible
ever heard
to
him
get.
say he could never
No,
do
it's
it,
not
but I do know it was
because
difficult.
WWE owns the rights to all the wrestlers, so it's not a matter of getting
Wait, which
the
one is it? The
individuals
2-player?
to sign on. It's just getting a deal with WWE.
Is it the
Right, and
2-player
yet they
one?
had to alter it to WWE. They couldn't make.
Yeah,
WWE
apparently
up
there's going to be a
because
couple different ones. There's this
Yeah.
one, and
This
then
is
there's this one.
there's a Centipede, and then there's a Tempest.
Well, there's a 4-player and a 2-player WrestleFest.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So one is going to be the Ultra, I think it is, and then they have the Supreme. The Supreme is like the big one, the XL.
They're not going to call it the XXL.
No, they're going to call it.
Do you
the
know the
Supreme.
prices, Biggie D? What are the prices on these mugs?
I think the one on the left. No, this is both 4-player here. So this would be the XL, which is going to be the Supreme. This will probably be $600.
$600. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna hit all the home arcade
Do you have a
news.
personal relationship with Basic Fun?
I do not.
Okay.
This is me just speaking as like a consumer, as a fan.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be huge, like I said, for everyone in home arcade. And just think, like, they may actually do quality controls. We haven't heard yet, I don't think. Like, what if
I
they
wanna
do
hear-
like Sandwall style controls?
Okay.
And you have like
Good.
the full games list. You've got all the fighters. You've got everything you want. You know, if you wanted this game, this title, why not get it? You know,
So
it's
we
only
heard from you. We heard
you.
from you. We heard from Steps. Let's let Nix have it just for a little bit by himself. Let's not interrupt him. What do you think about the Basic Fun announcements, Nix?
Oh, you're gonna find when you get these in your hand, like they use the same manufacturer as arcade1Up. It looks exactly like it. That WrestleFest looks like a Blitz cabinet, like the 4-player cabinet exactly, like one for one spitting image. It's just reskinned, and yeah, monitor probably crap out like my Blitz cabinet. Monitor crapped out, like the thing's gonna fall apart. That's what I think is gonna happen with it. It was a license I would have maybe considered when I was into buying home arcades, but I learned my lesson. A multi-cade is the way to go. You just need one damn machine.
One machine to rule them all. That's right.
But what
That's all
if you're a
you need.
huge WWF fan? Like you grew up loving WrestleMania and you love.
I love that
wrestlers.
arcade game. I played that real machine in the arcade back then. I loved it to death. I pumped in 10 rolls of quarters in that darn thing. But the thing is, I don't need to have the arcade machine sitting in my physical space. I can just play it on my multi-cade if I want to play it. If I want to feel a little bit of nostalgia one day, I don't need it 24/7.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
I can basically.
13 machines I had. I got rid of
He
them
had
all.
13 machines. I had
fucking got
about
rid of
8
them
or
all.
9 arcade1ups, and I went down to
All
like
of them.
1. So
Dude,
What if you
I can
want one of
definitely
these for like
sympathize.
$300? You know, on a
They can
close
keep
out
it.
at
I'll
Walmart.
keep
Yeah.
my money.
Without a
it's the
riser?
space they take up. But anyway.
well, these they
Too
don't
much
have
space.
risers,
Takes
Okay.
up too much space.
Okay, so now it's Papa Brad's turn, and I
and they're
prepared
taller
something.
than what you're thinking too. They're
Here we go.
taller
This is
than
what Papa
arcade
Brad thinks. It's coming. Can you imagine if we got WrestleFest with all the official characters? If we could only have WrestleFest, man, that would be such an amazing thing for home arcade if we could just play WrestleFest. Look at that. Something brand new. We haven't seen the WrestleFest before. We haven't seen it. It's not like we can't play it with half controls. If we only had some way, if I only had some way to play WrestleFest, I would be so happy. How about Battle Pod? Oh man, they gotta make a Battle Pod. Basic Fun. WrestleFest. Look, we've
Only
been
had a
playing
way
it
to
this
play
whole
it.
time. This is not news. There should be no FOMO. This game
No
has been
FOMO.
out forever.
Old
We've been playing
game.
this forever. It's nothing new.
Nothing new, man. Nothing new. Have 100 ways to play it. I mean, I know that Steps has a WrestleMania cabinet, don't you, Steps?
Retromania, yeah, the Retromania.
You have
the
you
IR.
have like you have like the modern Retromania iArcade cabinet, and you can play the actual WrestleFest game
100% legit with the real ROM, with all the real characters.
It's on there.
Yeah.
It is. I had about 10 of those machines. I couldn't even walk in my room. One of the reasons why I went and bought a Switch 2 on release day was just because I was like, you know what? This is a better way for me to spend my money, but I can't judge people. Like, Biggie D still likes the arcades. If Biggie D wants
go for it.
That's
not what this is
then
about.
I'm excited for him.
It's the company we're talking about.
I mean, I already have the iArcade, the Retromania Wrestling, so I don't really need the WrestleFest, but I'm really excited for the people that are getting it. It actually makes my iArcade WrestleMania a little bit better now because I can put WrestleFest on it. Feel like I have everything everyone else has.
Well, that's why I made the comment. Like, it's just too late. Like, it would have been a great.
It's too late. The ship has sailed
to an arcade. So the people that are still having the arcades, this is my point, that have the arcades, this will be a great addition to your home arcade because it's.
Did it go anywhere?
You wanted this a long time ago, right? So this is going to be a great addition to your arcade if you do have a home arcade.
Wait,
absolutely.
Do you picture the box?
Yeah, right here.
It's the same size.
But yes, Mikey, and the excitement for me is gone.
I mean, did they miss the fad? Is it going to be too late? I mean, is the excitement gone?
But look, Biggie
Is
D's
it too
obviously
late?
excited still. He's got
still
all
excited.
these home
Well, that's
arcades
good.
behind him. They're actually home arcade products. You know, I was talking about 19K Fox earlier tonight. He's got real arcades behind him. He's talking about basic fun. It's like, you don't want that basic fun.
Arcade Talk, by the way, shout out to Arcade Talk. He's getting rid of his Arcade1Up Pac-Man. He's purging another Arcade1Up.
No, just wait, guys. Just wait. When this first one drops, the videos are going to be like crazy. The reviews, the streams. There's going to be like 4 or 5 hour long streams every night where people are unboxing
we need 5.
these.
We need a whole week of WrestleFest.
They're turning
streams.
them on for the first time, and these aren't online, so it's going to be back to how it was in like 2018, 2019, where everyone's just sharing it on their YouTube.
But fighting games where you can't play online, how much replay value does that have, Steps? Where you can't play a 2-player game, a fighting game.
I
you can't play a multi. You just talked about that, Steps.
Because 19K Fox's video, that's the one I listened to because I was like, I need to listen to at least one video before I talk about this. He was saying how online wasn't important and he doesn't care about online. And for me, I do care about online, but at the same point, yeah, I could get on a console, I could get on Steam, I could play online. But a fighting game without online gets boring real quick because you're just going to walk right through it. It has no real
replay value is not there.
So that's why I kind of like it. But like, if you had people over all the time and had different people coming over to actually play,
that's true.
That's a different story.
True. And the thing is, there's a difference, right? There's a difference, Biggie D, between paying like $600 or $700 and $300. There's a big difference, isn't there?
Oh yeah, like
you want to get them on sale. Like you always were covering. I'm sorry, I'm trying to click on the right one. You always were good at showing when the cabinets went on sale. Like every Arcade1Up I bought, I think a lot of them were from either you or Arcade Talk saying they were on sale. So if you're going to buy these things, they do go on sale, right?
Yes, absolutely. So that's important part is, don't rush out and
get the
these
deals
as soon as they go on sale. As soon as you can get a pre-order on these, don't do that.
Get the deals if you do want to get one.
Wait till around Black Friday. Get them for like $200, $300. Happens every year, especially with a new product like this that's just coming out for the first time. Expect like Christmas time for these to be $200-$300 off. So do not pay full price. Absolutely
do not pay full price ever. And don't pre-order. Do not pre-order these particle board arcades.
If you absolutely have to have it, then go pay for it. But you're
going to definitely overpay though. You're like you said, you're going to pay a premium. I mean, fool me once. What's that saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I mean, these things always get cheaper if you wait.
This looks like Arcade1Up like 2.0.
Yes.
It's like did they buy
Arcade1Up.
It's the same manufacturer.
The same factory.
Wait,
yeah,
so
exactly. It has to be.
That factory's making Basic Fun, Arcade1Up, and Iconic Arcade.
Yes.
Boy,
are all three of these companies the same company, just in disguise?
Well, you would think so, because like if you look up the headquarters for Basic Fun, they're just right down the street from Arcade1Up in the Miami area.
yeah.
So I thought that they were connected somehow.
Here's
but
another.
evidently they're two different companies. who
Here's
want us to believe
another
that.
point to me is-
Arcade1Up didn't pay Atari, so they made a second company to go buy the Atari
Maybe.
license.
Who knows? That's a good
Atari will go,
conspiracy
okay.
It's a
thought.
bunch of tax stuff. They can do.
A bunch of tax stuff. But anyway, Mikey J Productions has a good point. The thing I just played the WrestleFest when I made that video, and you can just quarter your way through the whole game. It's a lot like Turtles. You just throw the quarters in. Yeah, you can just quarter your way through the whole game. So, like when you have infinite quarters, it kind of like, to me, I don't know. Is this?
It's more about the characters and just the
nostalgia of the original wrestlers, the classic wrestlers and the characters.
And then you're fighting with them, and it's got some really good ones.
Yeah.
And just the style too, like the art style of the characters. They're kind of like in that Double Dragon kind of look. It's cool looking. I like it.
So what do you think about this, Biggie D? What do you think about this? Are you excited for this? What are you excited for that?
They don't have anything coming, as far as I know.
That's pretty exciting, isn't it?
That's why I thought Arcade1Up had sold like some of the rights off to Basic Fun, but evidently, according to James Hates Everything, that's all not true, and that it's actually all coming through their like own license. Like they're not working with Arcade1Up at all.
Are the nails in the coffin for Arcade1Up? I mean, did they just lose Mortal Kombat?
There's no way they're not involved because they have a patent on the design of the cabinet that everybody's using. Somehow,
well, according to James Hates Everything and his inside source, he has an inside source now.
Are you talking about James?
Yeah, everything.
This guy here?
Yeah.
That's him. Okay.
Everything and everyone has to understand that whatever that inside source says goes. There is nothing else. That is everything.
What do you think about that? Do you think these companies should have inside sources where or you think it should be like they should just tell everyone at once?
I mean, they can do whatever they want.
David McIntosh is in charge of it for all of them, apparently, because they're all doing the same thing. I don't get it. Like, why is there three companies making the same exact thing?
Wait a minute, Stephs. What about this? We got this coming too.
That's an Arcade1Up as well.
Now that's the one that I told
these are
everyone
all
to get their money
Arcade1Up,
back
so
on.
just different names on them. It's just the same thing with a different name slapped on it.
It is.
It's the same exact thing,
but the
with a
basic
different name on it.
Be the most like what Arcade1Up was doing. This is going to be mainstream. It's going to be in all the stores. There's going to be plenty of inventory, more than enough stock at any given time. So just look for Basic Fun this holiday season. Now, Iconic Arcade, I've been telling people to get their money back.
Who's your source,
to do that for a month or so. I even got ridiculed on Super Game Room dudes for telling people, get your money back.
But
and now look, now they're out.
No cab in sight.
Money,
looking at October, maybe October, right? Maybe October. But they have your money. Now they collected the second half of the money.
Who knows if it will ever get made?
Well, it's just like Wonderland Amusements, right?
Okay.
Took their money too.
Huge thank you to Nick's Reviews, Steps Gaming, and Biggie D's Arcade. Check out the Retro Legends Arcade, Friday nights at 8 o'clock Central Time. This has been Papa Brad, reminding you to always stay legit.